to pretend like I've been a person of faith up to this point. But please, just keep her safe, okay? Let her know that I'm coming to get her somehow. Please, just keep her alive until I do.
And we're back for the final segment of this episode of Behind the Scenes. I'm Paul Kimball, he's Dillon Garland, and we're talking about his film, Last Divide, today.
You know, you asked what filmmaker influenced your work from Nova Scotia.
Sorry, we're out of time. Enjoy. No, I'm just kidding.
This was going to be a good. It's going to be a good thing for you. Yeah. Well, I'm going to blow your horn a little bit here. So you had asked me, I believe, in November of 2016. Do you have any films ready? Because that was when the first discussions of the possibility of Cinema 902 happening, and you mentioned that this might happen. Do you have a film ready?
I think I pitched them in December or January, yeah.
Sure. You asked me to come in, pitch an idea. I was pitching an idea that I had just come up with about these two people in a romantic entanglement in one night.
Right, I remember, yeah.
It was garbage. It was the worst, and it sucked. You said, maybe think of something else. On the way home, because you were dropping me off on the way home, you were talking about something, and I was completely ignoring you because I was having this internal struggle of, do I pitch this now or do I wait? And I believe I interrupted you on the way home, and I said, I have another idea.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, although you interrupt me a lot, so this...
That's fair.
But I might be mixing and matching our conversation, but I do think I remember this, yeah.
And then I pitched The Last Divide, the story of this brother being separated by his sister, being separated from his sister and fighting tooth and nail to get her back. Mm-hmm. And the more we talked, the more you were asking questions, the less stressed I was feeling, and the more like, okay, maybe he's open to this, cool. And then we got to make the movie, which, and this may be a lesson for those who want to make stories, I pitched you what I thought you wanted to hear, and then I pitched you what I was passionate about. Guess which one got made?
To any filmmaker out there, I would say, no matter who you're talking to, pitch the story you want to tell. You're absolutely right. Don't pitch the story you think they want you to tell.
Yep.
And you're going to have to take a lot of no's. I will use the example of being in a bar, and I guess it works no matter who you're trying to pick up, whatever. But for me, it was a guy always trying to pick up a girl in a bar, or talk to them, or whatever. Don't try and fake it. Don't try and be somebody you're not. Don't go up, because, you know, in my case, women could suss that out. Just go up and be Paul Kimball or Dillon Garland or whatever. And if it wasn't meant to be, if they weren't interested, cool, no problem. Try again somewhere else. But be yourself and tell your story. Don't lie. Don't try and be somebody you're not. And the same thing is true with pitching. Not everybody's going to like your ideas. You could have run The Last Divide by 20 other people, and all 20 of them might have said, we're not interested.
Sure.
Sounds like a good idea, but not for us. For me, I kind of look at it, and I'd like to think that all good producers look at it this way. And I have this relationship with Andrew Sewell over in the United Kingdom, where they want you, in the case of Andrew to me to you, they want the filmmaker to make the best possible film they can make. Mm-hmm. It's in your own self-interest as a producer, but also if you're working with a filmmaker, it's because you like them. You want to see them succeed. So you don't want them to make what you think is going to be a bad film. You never want them to make a bad film. You want them to make a good film that is the story they want to tell. And I do remember this. I just knew, I didn't know why you were pitching me the sort of angsty love story, but I just knew your heart wasn't in it. It really, you were trying to come up with an idea that I think you thought would fit within the constraints of a relatively low-budget film program. And to look at The Last Divide, it doesn't. It's sort of, at least pitch, post-apocalyptic, there's more characters than not, it's shot off down in the South Shore, so things start to add up. But then you convinced me, I think I said something along the lines of, show me you can do it for this budget. Like, if you can show me, here's the money you'll have. Yep. If you can make that work, and I believe that you can make it work, convince me of that, and then make whatever film you want to make. But there is a practical element to it. And you did. You went away and you said, cool, here's my budget. And we talked about it and we made it work. But yeah, always make the film you want to make. Always pitch the film you want to make. Always be yourself. Don't, they say, what is it? Fake it till you make it. I mean, the worst possible advice you could ever give anybody about anything.
Yep.
So yeah, there's the real behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me a great producer. It just makes me a half decent one to know that give somebody the opportunity to do what they want to do, because you'll benefit from it too, because they'll make a good film. It's like when you see, we're really rambling here, but when this will go on the bonus materials, when you see actors who clearly don't want to be in a film, like they took it for a paycheck, and Nicolas Cage pops to mind. I don't begrudge them. They want to own an extra island or a castle or something. That's fine. Making money is fine, but you can tell somewhere the good actors, the ones who do care about the craft, their soul has sort of, a little bit of it has been sucked out, even as they made a lot of money. So always be your authentic self, I guess. Wow, that is the best piece of advice we could give for we have 3 more episodes behind the scenes, but I don't think we're going to do them. Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Neither do I, but I think it's a Supertramp song. Where do we go from here? Anyway,
Cool.
I know, you know what? I know where we go from here.
Where?
We go in 3, 2, 1 to a world you created in a film called The Last Divide.
Yes.
Segway City!
Boom. We got it. We nailed it.